How you doing, guys, and welcome to another video. And this is a unplanned video, and it's just something that I stumbled across, and I thought I'd want to share it with you guys because I think it's actually quite interesting. So what you have in front of you is my eosm with my viltrox normal dummy adapter, and as you can see, it's got glass in there, optical glass from a speed booster, and that glass actually came from a speed booster which I use on my Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K and my Panasonic BGH1. So it's a micro four thirds to EF. Now I do have another one which I'm using right now on my BGH1, but this was a second one I had, and this one actually failed on me. It's the first speed booster I've had from viltrox that's failed on me, and I've had many. I think I've had about 5 or 6 in total, but this one was just gone a bit weird. I think it's something to do with the wire inside, because I tried to move it and I got it working again, but it's a bit unreliable. So I decided just to strip it down and see what I could do. And that led me on to creating a speed booster out of a normal adapter. Now, I didn't think this was going to work because of the flange distance. You know, obviously flange is something that you've really got to take into consideration when using speed boosters, adapters, and modifying vintage lenses, all sorts of lenses. You've got to, you know, make sure that the flange distance is right. And what that means, for guys that don't know, is that the flange distance is the distance from the sensor inside to where the lens meets it. So they've got to be the right distance. If it's too far or too close, you're either going to go into some sort of super macro mode and you can't focus to infinity. So having the lens sit in the right distance from the camera sensor is vital. It's absolutely vital. So how did this all work? So basically I screwed the glass out of this viltrox speed booster, this micro four thirds one. I inserted it into my normal viltrox adapter. And how have I done it? Well, it's simple really. Let me just pop this out. So what you can see here is a really ghetto chop. I just got my Dremel and just drilled it out all around the sides. Took out the back casing of the viltrox and drilled it all out, and you can see it drilled from the front there as well. It's really ghetto the way I've done it. But what this allows me to do is insert the glass from my viltrox into the normal adapter. And now I'm going to show you how to set this up because it's really easy. So the good thing about this, what makes it really easy, is that the glass has to sit right up against the plastic that's inside the sensor here. So you can't really mess up how far it's got to be. I had to try and work out the distance, but every time I had to go back. That's why I ended up cutting out the viltrox speed booster and making the hole a bit bigger, because it needed to sit as far back as possible to achieve infinity. So once I put this adapter on, I can then take the speed booster glass, drop it inside, and you can see it sits on there nicely. And then I have to actually just push this right down. And because I chipped away at this the inside casing slowly, it kind of sits in perfectly. So I just have to push it in and it sits in perfectly. And if I try to shake it, you can see it doesn't come out at all. So it's actually lodged in there nicely. And then you just get your lens and then just put your lens on, and now you've got a speed booster. Absolutely amazing. there you go guys, you saw the video and I think it actually works quite well. I can focus on objects in the distance and close up as well, and I think it works absolutely amazing. Obviously being an APS-C camera and I use the Sigma, I had to zoom in a bit because you get vignetting, but that's what happens with a normal speed booster anyway. Now this has led me down another path to thinking, how can I turn this into Metabones quality? Now I don't have any problems with the viltrox. I think that the viltrox is sharp enough, but people always say that the Metabones makes the lens even sharper. So it got me thinking about an idea of putting Metabones glass inside. Now Metabones speed boosters are really expensive unless you look for like a Nikon mount or something like that, Nikon to M43 or something like that, which you can pick up for as low as £130. So I'm actually going to buy one now and unscrew the glass in the middle and put it inside and see if it works here. I'm also going to see if it fits inside of this viltrox casing as well, because if that does, then literally it's going to be like the best thing ever. You've got the Metabones for the cheapest price that I could think of. Now I already got refunded on this this viltrox speed booster. I only paid about £90 for it, but I've already been refunded for it, so I haven't lost any money in doing all this, and this is only a cheap viltrox adapter, so there was no problem here. I think the trial and the modifications were worth the experiment to see if it works, and I'm happy to say it does work, so now you can kind of get that full frame look and I didn't have to spend any more money. But the moral of the story is, don't throw things away guys. They always come in handy and you can always, you know, experiment or whatever. And now that I've got this speed booster, absolutely amazing, because I can turn it into a normal adapter or into a speed booster in seconds. It's crazy. But guys, thank you for watching, take care, and I'll see you on the next one.